Hello everyone, and welcome back to another CPL event that's Casual Predecessor League, the one and only amateur league featuring viewer-submitted games from all ranks, bronze to Paragon. I'm your host, Turkey. Let's dive right in and meet the players. For the blue team, that's the Dawn side, you have Lmntrixi on the Skylar with a Rampage in the support lane. Not the first time we've seen that around here. Played by Craft is here. Auto Reaper 720 playing Revenant in the mid lane. QQ on the Fengmao in the jungle. And last but not least, Ganjo on the Shimbi in the off lane. For the red team, that's the Dusk team. You've got Henning in the duo lane playing the Murdoch with a Decker support played by SPhinxxu. You've got Argus in the mid lane played by Xiv-Nero. A Chimera in the jungle played by Matiba, and Penguin playing the Zarus on the off lane. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So, the objective of the game of Predecessor is to destroy the enemy's core. That's this large crystal in each team's base. And the way to do that is you're going to push through each of these towers with waves of minions, taking out the tier 1 tower first, right here, then doing the tier 2 tower back here, and then finally the inhibitor. Once an inhibitor has gone down, your lane will spawn a large super minion that will deal extra damage and be extra tanky. And the more minions you have in the core, the more damage you do, the easier it is to win. Do that for all 3 lanes. The game is yours. Notable objectives are going to be the... Ooh, I'm kind of lost over here. Going to be the Fang Tooth. This is an objective that spawns right here. Gives a stacking buff up to when the third one is taken. We'll give you a team-wide damage buff. Pretty big. What's going on over there? We'll just keep an eye out. And then over here, you've got the Orb Prime that spawns at 22 minutes. And before that, the Mini Orb, which is going to give you a area of effect buff for your minions whenever you are nearby. So Revenant, we haven't seen any Revenant in the on the mid lane here in the CPL, but it's not unheard of. Some carriers can play mid lane. I don't like Revenant so much personally, but I've seen it done. I know people can do it. I think the Rampage support is actually a little bit better of a pick here, but you know, it doesn't matter. This is Predecessor. You could play whatever you want, wherever you want, though I don't advise it. Let's check Shimbi and Zarus. Are they having any fun over here? Whoa. Camera control going crazy. They're just dancing around, splitting minions. This is a typical off-lane experience. Someone's gonna get ganked at some point. Maybe. It is a solo lane for a reason. And true classic experience is you either get a lane where you never see a jungler, or you get this lane and all you see is the jungler. And for me, most of the time, it's the enemy jungler. Rip. Shimmi's going to duel the Zarus here, throwing out a line tempo. They're just trading basic attacks here. She does have the minion advantage, but she's taking a lot of damage. There's a flash out, I believe. Going to use Circle Rhythm for the shield. And it looks like she's just going to back off right there. Chimera looking for the gank here on the Revenant. I think that's what's going on here. Yep, there it is. Ambush comes out. Ooh, Revenant going to flash out. Chimera's going to take a couple of tower shots. One tower shot. Obliterate comes out immediately to stun. Wow, nice hit, Revenant. Very nice. Very nice. Very well played. Over here in the off lane, you got Decker and Murdoch here looking in the jungle. Let's see what goes down here. Plasma Grenade goes down. I see Fengmao over there in the enemy jungle. What's going on over here? Oh, there's a Chimera on his core camp. Oh, Fengmao goes in, hits it with a hamstring. Chasing him down. Oh, they're just going to duel it out. Now Chimera will have the lifesteal advantage, but ooh, with a perfectly timed shield to mitigate some of that ambush damage. Wow, yeah, that's going to be first blood for Fengmao in the enemy's jungle. I feel like some action's going to be happening over here. Let's go over here and watch. Skylar is one of those champions, one of those carry champions I believe that can do very well in the mid lane. I'm not entirely sure why, but she's very safe to play with her air assault ability. Containment Fence comes out from the Decker trying to catch that Rampage, but he's got the pounce available. He will be able to escape. No problemo. It's a little bit boring over here. Let's go check the mid lane. Argus sitting at no mana. Both of them at about 3/4 health. Argus just gonna back up. Yeah, he'll need to take a base here. Can't really contest it. When you play an Argus, your ability, your particle shredder is gonna take up a ton of mana. Alright, I see Chimera rotating over here to the right side, potentially setting up for a gank on the Shimbi. Oh, he's gonna rotate past the river. come up from behind her. Let's watch this. Alright, Shinbi completely unaware of what's happening. Instead, Chimera going over for the Feng Mao. Saw the Feng Mao. Why is that? I'm not sure why I'm not getting his health bar pop up right now. Feng Mao just gonna chase him out of the jungle there. Shinbi gonna go and drop that ward now. I'm not sure if Chimera would have had success there with Feng Mao at the, now that I think about it. That's the Red Nova ability coming out from the Argus there. Wait, no it's not. That's the Ether Crystal that burned. Oh, action. We got action. Let's run this back 10 seconds. I want to see how it goes, how it comes together. 20 seconds. Shimmy pushing up in the off lane now. Chimera on his 3 camp. Nope. That's his 2. No, that's his 3 camp. I don't know. He's dancing there. I guess he's waiting for the dash. There goes the unleash ability. He's going to ambush now. He's going to pick a fight. Circle Rhythm comes out for a little bit of shield action. Feng Mao going to reaping dash in there. Chimera forced to flash out. Zira is also going to do an evade there. Try to get back under tower. And it looks like they're going to push this wave in. I don't think Chimera can contest this camp. And Argus now shows up. Attacks the Shinbi. Hits him with the, I believe that's the Dread Nova that stuns. Zara's going in. Once that Shinbi kill, Shinbi has circle him up. That's going to get another shield. Revenant kills the Zaras. Zaras goes down. Argus now in 1v3s forced to flash out. Ooh, he's going to get caught by the Revenant ultimate. That's the Reckoning. That's going to bring the blue team up to 3 kills and red team at 0. Let's check back over here in the duo lane now. Static trapped on the ground for Murdoch. Decker walks right over the stasis bomb straight to the rampage phase. And this is going to use a rocket boots to just jump up in the air, it seems. Now you can do that pretty easily. Sometimes I double jump on accident. But it's a real bummer when you really need that ability to jump up a ledge and lose somebody. But then you don't have it. Alright, there's a boulder throw right in the face of Murdoch. Rampage is going to pounce out immediately. Scholar follows up with some basic attacks. And they're just going to push this wave in and step on back. That's the Decker and Murdoch there. Really taking control of this duo lane here, but you know, without getting any kills, it's just not going to amount to all that much. The farm is where the real game is going to be. Got action over here on the right side. Let's go check this out. Zaris and Shinbi. Just dueling. Flying tempo. Let's get, ooh, camera controls are weird today. They're not working as well as usual. For me, that is. Alright, she's gonna test the cyan buff. Now that buff's gonna give you an extra bit of experience. Can help you get ahead of your opponent, but I see action over here on the minimap. Rampage Skylar very low, still in lane. They started backing earlier, but then they stopped. Feng Mao's going to be on his 3 camp here. I'm assuming that people are thinking about the Fang Tooth objective at this point. Feng Mao's going to go in, reaping dash right on top of the Decker, followed up by hamstring and a boulder throw by Rampage. He's going to get it. Fitz goes down, can't stop. Ooh, there's the Earthshatter execute, but it's going to miss. Feng Mao's just going to flash right in there. He wants this kill. He's going to hamstring and try to make it out of the back of the turret. Not going to make it. But still, that's going to bring the red team up to 2 kills, while the blue team's got 5 kills. That was a fun play right there. All right, we see the Argus here about to rotate. Where's he going to go? Okay, no, he's just going to take a base here. Shinbi and Zaris fighting over here in the off lane. They're even on levels. How are they looking on CS? That's what it really comes down to. 56 to 55 CS. Pretty much dead even on the gold front there. Shinbi no kills. Zaris 0 kills as well. He might get one right here. Spirit Nyx comes out. He's going to evade in. Coliseum comes out on top of the Shinbi, forced to flash out. Ooh, I wonder if he knew if they had that flash available or not. I don't know if you could hear that burp. If you did, I'm very sorry. We just ate dinner not too long ago. Before recording this video, that is. All right, let's see over here into the duo lane. I want to get some more action over here. These are usually the most fun lanes to watch. Rampage and Skylar now going to rotate onto the Fang Tooth objective. Feng Mao already starting the objective. That's going to be a mouthful. Feng Mao on the Fang Tooth. Blah, blah, blah. Trick towns. Alright, ward goes down for the Decker, but they're not going to get there in time to contest. Feng Mao looks like he wants to go into the enemy's jungle. I don't know where to look right now. Let's just follow Feng Mao for a second. Chimera is now going over to his red side. His red buff is down. He's rotating. They've got no vision. He does not know that the enemy jungle is in his jungle. He's going to go straight to his 5 camp. I wonder if he'll come over here for a gank. No, not. It's not likely. Rampage gonna hit that boulder throw on Decker. She's gonna respond with a stasis bomb. Misses the containment fence, but a bunch of damage goes out on top of her. Ooh, plasma grenade gonna land right on top of that Murdoch and slow them both. You got action here in the mid lane? No, not really. Boulder throw goes wide. And they're just gonna want to farm up these waves. Alright, Chimera's over here. He's in the river. Revenant may see him. Ooh. Whoa. Totally missed that. Aerosol comes out with the Skylar, followed him on hypercharge. Just laser him down, right on you. Itemizer comes out as well on top of the Murdoch, but Skylar's gonna perish in the hands of the Murdoch while Chimera shows up. But look, thankfully the Revenant shows up at the same time. Argus now rotating in, but I think it might be a little late. Ooh, Revenant walks right back into that static trap. I don't think he definitely didn't mean to do that. Fang Mountain all coming in as well from the river, going with a reaping dash. Obliterate does a ton of damage on Argus. Earth Shatter Ultimate is going to execute him. Fang Mountain fighting the Chimera. Zera's fighting off the Rampage, trying to push him back. Another Earth Shatter Ultimate. Oh my goodness. This Fang Mountain's about to be fed. There's not too many things scarier in a game of Predecessor than a Fang Mountain's way too fed. Zera's going to take him out with the Spear of Near, doing that extra bonus damage for, does it do his bonus damage or? Yeah, I think it is bonus damage. I've got the abilities pulled up right here. Let's see what it looks like. Tapping the reduces its cooldown when you stab. Okay. Oh, I missed something over here. Let's go back and watch. Zera's still fighting up that Rampage. Rampage has no man, can't do anything. Coliseum comes out. He's going to collect that passive. Skylar up in the air with the aerosol. When a hypercharge Zera's down. It's 1v2 right now. She walks into a static trap. Well placed by Murdoch. Very well done. Great way to come back onto that blue team and get a couple of kills for yourself there. Decker pushing in waves into this mid tower. Revenant's going to show up. Is he going to contest it to 1v2? Negative. He's going to fight the wave. Smart. Not really easy to wave clear on the Revenant, which is why I particularly like him in the mid lane. But when you can get your farm and you can get fed because you're going to scale better than splitting experience in the duo lane, I mean, you can do a lot of damage. Surprising amount. Fang Mountain. What was that? Reaping dash over the wall? Where did that guy come from? We just went back 10 seconds. Lines him up from the shimmy. Fang Mountain comes up over there. I believe that was a flash. Or could have been a reaping dash. I didn't hear the sound effect. They do, I think, they sound very similar to me. All right, let's go check out the Rampage. He's going to fight Decker. This is going to be a supportal combat right here. I think that he could stick onto her and take her out. But with Murdoch over there pushing up in the duo lane, he probably just wants to get back and protect the Skylar. Plenty of static traps out. Decker Murdoch going to push that Rampage. He said, no, you're going to have to go around the long way.
An allied tower is under attack.
Revenant fighting the Chimera. Mid lane, Chimera ambushing in. Wow, beautiful obliterate. This Revenant is getting beautiful stacks on these enemy players. And just allowing them, that's the Scar ability. You put stacks on them, and then when you hit your obliterate, and it hits X amount of ticks, I don't know what it is exactly, it roots. It roots them for a second. Shimby and Zera's fighting over here. Bang Bao in the wing, waiting. Zera's going to try to retreat into the river. Takes a ton of damage. Ooh, Chimera ambushes in there. Ooh, Earthshatter comes out with the execute. Shimmy going to dash right in there immediately after. And no, not even going to kill for her trouble. They're eyeballing the mini orb prime. They want to take it. Will they be able to? I think so. Argus takes a ton of damage right there. Oh my goodness. All you need on Revenant, man, is just a couple of lucky crits. And if you time your fourth shot so beautifully, you can get those crits pretty consistently. Is he going to survive here? He will survive off that mini orb prime. Knowing that Chimera was dead really just meant that they could take it for free. All right, there's the Reckoning Ultimate. They're hard to see, but there was Revenant. You can see his little shadow figurine, and he's just going to dive under that tower, grab the Argus, and is he going to continue the push here? Nope, he's just going to base. Smart call. Now, tower update. You've got all Tier 1 towers still available for the blue team. If you check your minimap there in the top right corner. I don't know if you can tell, we've had a bit of an update with the minimap. I think it looks a lot cleaner, a lot easier to see, and see all the camps that are up and is going down. Now, Chimera shows up. She's going to get Vulcan Throw. Hypercharge is coming out from the Skylar. She's very low health. Zera's dashing in, dealing tons of damage to the Rampage. Coliseum goes down. They're going to get the kill off that. Revenant's going to obliterate somebody. Zera's going to hold him down. Revenant taking a ton of damage. Plasma grenade goes off. Not enough. Slows him down. FangMao going to get jumped down by the Chimera. Forced to Reaping Dash or Flash out. I cannot tell when he does either one. Murdoch pushing in and getting that Skylar with a basic attack. Wow, that was beautiful. That's a tier 1 tower still up. They can't push this. They can't push this. Shimby now showing up to want some of the action. I think she's going to get caught out here. Line tempos go down. Force to flash out. Surfer Rhythm, I heard it. I thought I heard it. That was probably just the line tempo ability. Alright, Chimera's going to start the Fangtooth. I can't see the health of the Fangtooth objective, which is a bit of a bummer. But FangMao on the minimap. He's showing up. He's coming up from around. Rampage jumps in. He's going into the Behemoth ultimate. FangMao dashing in there. Then follow up the hamstring. Huge hit. Earthshatter 1. Earthshatter 2. FangMao dashing. Earthshatter 3. He's in stay. Earthshatter 4. Oh my goodness. And this is why you do not want to feed a FangMao in the early game. That's pentakill for Fang. Well played. It only cost him a Fangtooth, but you'll take that one any day. Wow, that was beautiful. Red team, they had all the wards available. They just didn't have the health to contest that. Still, though, I like the call. Red team said, we need this Fangtooth. We need to go even. We'll go 1 for 1 on the Fang. We'll get out. They didn't have a chance. They did not have a chance, but it's still, they got the Fangtooth. The objectives will be even. They're only down 8 kills. And in game of Predecessor, comebacks can happen. They're very strong. You have to play for the comeback, though. No one's just going to give it to you. If a team's good enough, they're beating you out. You're going to have to work for it. But they are strong, and they are available. If you stick with it, you can do it. Shimby over here collecting that Cyan buff. Let's check your level. She's level 11. Xeris does have quite a few kills, doesn't he? Nope, just 2 kills, but that's actually more than she has. Should give him a gold lead. We'll check the CS 124 for the Shimby, 103 for the Xaris. Oh goodness, that was a little fast there. FangMao now showing up in Xaris lane. Uh-oh, this is not looking good for Xeris. He's going to evade out. He's got no tier 1 tower to retreat to. Circle Rhythm comes up. They're just going to beat him down with base attack. Chimera wanted to come in and help, but he saw what was happening and said, no, I got to go, go, go.
Tower is under attack.
Chimera knows that FangMao is here. He sees him on the ward. There's action over here in the left lane. Just back it up and see a little bit. I want to see 10 seconds back. Skylar did go down a while ago. Oh, no, no, oh, no. Oh. Well, I totally bungled that camera control there, but as you can see, Murdoch and Decker taking the tier 1 tower. They got a Skylar kill as well. Rampage forced to pounce out and be gone. Chimera now on his red buff. FangMao coming around to the Chimera's camp. Now, when you're playing jungle, this is one thing I like to do, and I encourage other people to do it. Only after you become comfortable in the jungle role is sneak into your enemy's jungle. Just take a camp. You don't have to take the whole jungle, but just get in there, take a camp, let them know. Say, hey man, someone's been around here. You're gonna need to put some wards down. You're going to need to be more vigilant in the jungle if you want your own camps. All right, Decker Murdoch rotating into the mid lane. Rampage waiting in the wing. He's going to be spotted immediately. Stasis Bomb comes out, misses. He's going to hit the hot pursuit from the Murdoch, but Revenant immediately going into the Reckoning ultimate. Oh my goodness, I wish we could have seen that, man. The Obliterate. Reckoning followed up with the Obliterate. Followed up with the crit shot. You heard it because it goes pow. Shimby now going in onto the Argus. Gets the line tempo out. All kill ultimate. It's going to grab the Argus. Tanker forced to flash out. Still can't make it. I saw FangMao ultimate. He's going to steal the kill with the execute. Oh goodness, wow. Red team is, they're taking it, or not red team, sorry, blue team taking it away. 22 kills to the red team's 11. But like I said, come back to strong. You just got to make it. Revenant Rampage staying around. Pushed up forward here in this mid lane, they're going to fall back. This is another mini orb spawn. Yes, I believe this will be a mini orb prime when it does spawn. Fangtooth about 30-40 seconds out on the respawn itself. Xeris now choosing to rotate out into the jungle. I think he wants to go get a kill on this Skylar. Let's watch for her to see if this goes down. Skylar pushing up solo. She's got no tier 1 tower to fall back to. She's got no wards in the jungle, so she doesn't know that Xeris is coming, but she's played the game enough. She knows she can push and fall back immediately when people aren't on the map. Just assume that they're coming for you. It's a safe assumption. Murdoch over there checking the gold buff. Skylar opting to leave some of that tower gold on the ground. Will she take a fight here? Rampage and FangMao teaming up on the Decker over there in the jungle. Are they going to rotate to this Murdoch? Looks like they're going to try to, but Murdoch already knows what's going to happen. He drops a ward. That's what you just saw through the wall. That little force field going down was the vision range of the ward. Rampage is going to follow up with his own ward. Sweep is Murdoch. Is he going to get boulder thrown on right here? He's going to get boulder thrown on in the dark. Rampage had no vision of him right there. Followed right up with a plasma grenade. Aerosol and hypercharge. Just beat him down. That's what they did. I feel bad for him now.
An ally tower is under
Red
attack.
team now looks like they're getting the clamps. Getting the clamps really hard. I'm going to back this up. We're going to watch this. That's 30 seconds back in time. Okay, I'm lost. Where is everyone? Chimera should be in the jungle. Arg is also on this side of the jungle. He wants to come up for some action. Chimera ambushing in. Shimby immediately going for the circle rhythm to get that protection. She's dealing a ton of damage right now. She's 3 whipping the head of this Chimera. Arg is using the particle shredder to do as much damage as he can, but it's not going to matter because Shimby's all-kill ultimate is going to finish him off. And then that's going to give Bang Mao plenty of time to get into this jungle and just sneak an Earth Shatter or execute ultimate off on somebody. All tier 2 towers are still available for the red team. Looks like Rampage and Scott are going to take out this left side. And actually, I believe that's going to be a surrender. Red team just giving it up after 18 minutes. They must feel like they've been clearly beat. Congratulations to the blue team. That's QQ on the Feng-Mao with 16 kills. Well done. Way to carry a match. If you have a game of Predecessor that you'd like to see casted, you can whisper us on Twitch at TurkeyJar TV or send us an email over at turkeyjarmedia@gmail.com. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. And a special thanks to our players in this match. I hope you have a great evening, a wonderful morning, and an excellent weekend. Good night, and God bless you, friends. Turkey out.